Hello! Thank you for checking in. Great to see everybody for the very first show of 2015! 2015, hello! It's Friday, the very first show and the very first Funny Friday of 2015, live on Lorielle New. Welcome, great to see everybody. Thank you for checking in. Let me say hello to everybody. Allura Star, and Shocker, and Sturgis Guy, and Tesis, and House of Dave, and Sam, and St. Clinton, and Eric, and Petey, and Tim, and Ryan, and Photo, and Philip, and Mark Mean, and Star Raven, and Angie Jonas, and Fairies Lover, and Lucky Girl, and Bill Nouse, and Scott Kimmis, and Azure Yusuf, and the Krim, and Marcel, and Sam, and St. Clinton, and Jim Dandy, and Sturgis Guy, and Philip, and Wing Doggy. Let me say hello, Tesis. Let me make sure I got everyone. Hello! Hello! Thank you for checking in. I hope you had an awesome New Year's Eve. Thank you for checking in. It is Funny Friday, and every Friday is a regular feature of Live with Lorielle New, where we share jokes to put everybody in a good mood for the weekend. So I hope you're in a good mood. I wasn't here Wednesday or Thursday. I was enjoying the last day and first day, my New Year's celebration with my sweetie, who unfortunately, hi James Beard, woohoo! Hello, and I am live right now on YouTube and Google Hangouts. If you're watching on YouTube, there is a lag of about a minute. So, but I am reading and I can see everything, but just to let you know, it'll seem like the timing's off because there's a lag. Woohoo! So, I had a really nice New Year's with my sweetie, who was not feeling well. We ended up not being able to go to a party because he was not feeling well. But he's feeling much better after all of the wonderful TLC from his sweetie. It's called Cuddle Cure. Yes, we did watch a lot of football. It was a good day for football yesterday. But we had a very nice time. I made lots of delicious, healthy treats. And we watched football, and we stayed in. We just had a nice time on our own. A little champagne. Hi, James Beard. Hello! Woohoo! So it's 2015! I can't believe it! And, oh, good news. I finally got my car in, smog tested, and registered. Woohoo! I'm legal for another 2 years. The awesome thing is you can do it online too. I hope you have that in your state where you are. You can, once you get the smog test, the results, pass or fail, is automatically uploaded. And then you can online, go to the website and online and just punch in your details and pay, and you're registered. You don't even have to go to the DMV or the AAA or mail it in. So I'm already, and you do it online and they send you the paperwork within a week. So woohoo! So woohoo! Did you get to go see a movie? You were gonna go see a movie, Laura. Woohoo! Hi, James Beard is Jim Dandy. Hello, James Beard / Jim Dandy on YouTube. And special shout outs for all of our friends who are traveling and around. Sam, shout out to you, being better. I know you weren't having very much fun. And our shout out to our friends Phil. Thank you for your sweet emails. Glad you're getting better and better. Fairies lover, you're probably on a stage or an airplane somewhere attacking Justin Timberlake. Locked in an elevator with Justin Timberlake. Ah! So shout out to Fairies. And Angie Jonas, are you here? Angie Jonas sending you love, my darling. Oh, fun for you. Hi, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. These jokes you're putting up, they seem kind of angry. It's like jokes for the angry, passive aggressive comic. This is a joke from the angry, passive aggressive comedian. If you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it was always meant to be yours. If it doesn't come back, it was never yours to begin with. If, however, it just sits in your living room, messes up your stuff, eats all your food, uses your telephone, takes all your money, and never appears to have noticed that you actually set it free in the first place, you either gave birth to it or you're married to it. Ha ha. Thank you from the angry, passive-aggressive comedian. I hate my spouse and my kids. No, don't do that. Oh my goodness. You guys are angry and bitter. David Jones. It's Funny Friday, where we share jokes to put everybody in a good mood for the weekend. So, and I have more. I can't believe it's been so much fun. I've been having so much fun. Christmas, New Year's, and now it's already it's the weekend again. Oh, but here's a problem I had before we get on to more jokes. I got my radiator fixed, a new radiator. Then I got an oil change, and filter. Then I got my smog test, and on the way driving back from the smog test, my car started to overheat again. And I was driving, and all of a sudden I was just a little bit from my house, and I see it's all the way going up almost to the red. It's like just about, and I was stopped in traffic at a light, and I'm like, oh no, and I'm starting to panic because I don't want to overheat right in the middle of the intersection. And so the light changes, and I go forward, and when I start driving, it goes back down. And then when I stop at the stop sign, it goes back up. And then when I'm driving, and so I'm just like half a mile from my house. So I come back, and I have my neighbor look at it, and it seems like fine while my neighbor's looking at it. Why? What is going on with my car? It was overheating, and then I checked, and there's water in it, and we looked at it, and everything seems to be turning and moving and flowing, and the belts are going, and the fan is going, and what the hell? What's going on? And Doggy says the thermostat. And the thermostat is new. I just had the thermostat put in last time it was overheating. I got a new, that was like a few months ago. Bill now says, sounds like the water pump isn't running well when you're on idle. How would I know? Is there a way to test how the water pump is going? Because I had a new thermostat put in. That was just, what was that, like 4 or 5 months ago? James Beard suggests a stuck thermostat. Do you think, is there anything, it's happened after they did the test, the smog test. I'm wondering if they were like, if there was something that may have gotten stuck from doing the test. James Beard, can a thermostat get stuck from like all the revving from the smog test? Tisa says your heads may be going bad. That would be really bad because that's the engine. That's... And when I checked the water, there was water. When I thought it was overheating, but then I checked. I put a little bit of water in, like this much from a bottle, and filled it up to the top and closed it. And then when my neighbor came, like a couple hours later after it was cool, and looked at it, he put about this much water in again. It had gone down, dropped down. When Doggy says they forgot to put it in, if they had the radiator out, put what in? Forgot to put what in? The thermostat? Coolant? Well, the thermostat's not in the same place as the radiator. I don't know. So I'm just wondering if any of you guys had any ideas. I'd like to get your input in my car. Okay, but that's what's happening today. Every day it's something with my car. I have AAA, David Jones. So, how is did you go to the movie, Linda? Tisa says, no, I don't know if the water was boiling. I don't know because I only checked it when it was cool. And the car has a lot of miles. It's, a 95. Which makes it, wait, this is 2015. That makes my car 20 years old. Yeah. Oh, Wing Doggy says, yes, first day of the year, and already 2 people died. Ellie, the woman who played Ellie Mae Clampett from the Beverly Hillbillies, she was 81, and Mario Cuomo, one of the most well-known governors from New York. I believe he was 82. They both died. Pizza says, is there white or blue smoke? The smoke was white, and it was cold. So after it warmed up a little bit, there was a little bit of smoke coming out when it was cold, and then after it was running for about 5 minutes, there was no smoke. And it was white. Yeah, so, well, I don't know, Allura, but you know what? That's not, Allura, sometimes it's hard when you feel like people aren't being your friends or they're rejecting you, but the truth is, not everybody's going to like you or get along with you, and sometimes it can hurt your feelings, but you can't make everybody like you, and if they don't, then that's fine. That's their problem. Except you wanted to go. But if they're not your friends, then they're not your friends. So forget about them. Forget about them, Laura. Well, so did anyone go to any parties? Bill says, Bill says he was in bed at 10 on New Year's Eve. My sweetie was not feeling well. We were in bed early too because he's suffering from a cold. So we're being extra careful. He wasn't leaving the house, going out. It was cold. He was sick. So we were in bed early too. We were supposed to go to a party, but sometimes it takes longer to get rid of a cold than... Well, I need some jokes. It's Funny Friday where we share jokes to put everybody in a good mood for the weekend. So I hope you have some jokes. Let's see. How many... I think you've heard all of my jokes. No. David Jones, I did wear my red dress. I wore my red dress, and I did get dressed up for my whole New Year's Eve. I wore a cute little red dress and red stockings and black shoes. And he wore a red sweater. And we did have a glass of champagne to toast. Oh, good. Teases has a joke. A boy was walking down the street when he noticed his grandpa sitting on the porch in the rocking chair with nothing on from the waist down. Grandpa, what are you doing? He said. The old man looked off in the distance and didn't answer him. Grandpa, what are you doing out here with nothing on below no pants on? He asked again. And the old man slowly looked at him and said, well, last week I sat out here with no shirt on and I got a stiff neck. So, this was your grandmother's idea. Oh, Grandpa. And David Jones says, did you hear about the woman who was saved by her tight dress? What? No, not a joke? Wait, no, what are you talking about? Did you hear about the woman who was saved by her tight dress? No, that saved her life? No, I have not heard. What is this story? I missed all the news. The tight dress, how did the tight dress save her life? Wait, what happened to her? Her tight dress saved her from dying and kept her organs inside. Why were her organs trying to get outside? A blonde, a brunette, and a redhead are stuck in an island. For years they live there, and then one day they find a magic lamp. They rub it, and sure enough, out comes a genie. The genie says, since I have only 3 wishes, you may each have one. So the brunette goes first, and I said, I've been stuck here for years. I miss my family and my husband and my life. I just want to go home. And poof, she's home. And then the redhead goes, okay, my turn. This sucks here. I want to go home too, says the redhead. And poof, she's gone. Disappeared from the island. And the blonde starts crying uncontrollably. And the genie says, what's the matter? And the blonde goes, I wish my friends were back here. And poof. Hey. There was a news story, though. I don't know if you guys have seen it. There's a little video clip that got picked up and was like kind of going viral. And it was a girl at the Ohio State game, and she's got her hands there. The game is like it was a nail biter game, and she's got her hands on somebody's shoulder, and you can't tell they're watching the game. I don't know if somebody scored a point or something, but then she takes her hand off and she looks the other way, and everybody put this clip up saying, oh, she looked really guilty and suspicious. That's probably not her boyfriend, and she realized she was on the camera. She took her hand off and looked around. They made this whole big story up. All these blogs picked it up and put the video up for talking about it, and guess what? They made the whole thing up. The girl, she was actually there with her boyfriend. She's probably going, what the hell? They didn't say anything, but people just made up like what was happening and wrote a story about it. Oh, Wing Doggy says the girl's tight dress saved her life because it stopped her bones from piercing her internal organs. Well, how would that happen? Because the dress is on the outside and the bones are on the inside. I still don't understand how the dress would help the bone help. That doesn't make sense. Is that a real story? Do you know there is a lot of fake news sites, satire sites, where they take stuff and they'll make up a funny kind of twisted version of a real life event, and a lot of people don't notice at the bottom of the website it says everything here is pure fiction. This is a satire site. And people put that up on Facebook, and they get very angry about these posts, and you know they how could that person do that? And they retweet them and fill it up with all kinds of comments responding to, and it's not real. I'm sure you've seen that a lot on people's Facebooks and stuff. There's a lot of fake news and satire sites. David Jones says it was printed in the Telegraph. Oh, wait, I got another. Here's one. Chisa says, One Sunday morning, George burst into the living room and said, "Mom, Dad, I have some great news for you. I'm getting married to the most beautiful girl in town. She lives a block away and her name is Susan." Mom and Dad, after dinner, George's dad took him aside and said, "Son, I have to talk to you. Look at your mother. George, she and I have been married 30 years. She's a wonderful wife and mother, but she has never offered much excitement in the bedroom." Dad, you're oversharing. "So I used to fool around with a woman a lot. Susan is actually your half-sister, and I'm afraid you can't marry her." Oh my God, George is brokenhearted. After 8 months, he eventually started dating girls again. A year later, he comes home. He's very proudly announced, "Diane said, yes, we're getting married in June." Again, his father insisted on a private conversation and broke the sad news. "Diane is also your half-sister. I'm awfully sorry about this, George." George is furious. He finally decides to go to his mother with the news that his father had shared. "Dad has done so much harm. I guess I'm never going to be able to get married," he said, complaining. "Every time I fall in love, Dad tells me that this girl is my half-sister." "Oh," his mother says, shaking her head. "Don't pay any attention to what he says. He's not really your father." Oh! More from the passive-aggressive, angry comedians. Ah! What's wrong with that family? Why didn't the Invisible Man have any children? Because he wasn't a parent. Thank you, Laura Starr. Phil says that joke goes back to the 1950s. Yeah, that's a disturbing joke. "So you've been dating your half-sister for the last 6 months?" Nothing weird there. No. So, oh my, what? We're off to a slow start for 2015. Bill says he heard it on a 45 RPM record from the 1950s. But that's ancient history then, Bill Nouse. That's like original Johnny Carson material. Struck by a cement mixer. Well, we're off to a slow start, but we are here celebrating the first day of 2015, and I am just about to sign off. But I will be back on Monday at 5:15 Los Angeles time, and hopefully everybody will be finally adjusted and in the groove of 2015. Might take a while. I am totally off kilter because I feel like it was like Wednesday and Thursday of the weekend. So today is like I don't know, is it Friday? Is it Sunday? I'm completely out of my groove. It's my whole days are all scrambled. But I will be back on Monday at 5:15 Los Angeles time. And I want to thank you for coming to see me. Let me say thank you to everybody, Laura Starr and Chakra and Sturgis Sky and Tesis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angie Jonas and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and James Beard and Jim Dandy and Sturgis Sky and Marcel and LaCreme and Azure Youssef and Bill Nouse and Scott Kimmis and Sam and St. Clinton and Wing Doggy. Thank you for checking in. I will be back in Tesis. Thank you for the jokes, Tesis. You're awesome. Kisses for everybody. I love you. Bye. I love you. Cross your fingers for my car. I'll see you Monday. Bye. Bye.